Somehow we managed to capture the Great Bridge of Myrden.
Guess you lucked out.
To see the Imperial Army hold its ground until every last soldier fell, that is true dedication. It is clear that Edelgard is not some cruel emperor who holds her people in a vice-like grip. There is something more driving our foes. You have no idea what has transpired in the various territories. After the Battle of Garrick Monk, there was a change of regime in the kingdom.
Please, we can't resolve anything so long as we're trapped in this. Something is eating at me. There is an enemy I thought I'd fought and beaten. Alas, that was wishful thinking.
Yes, I thought so too.
All I can do is promise to reach out my hand when the time comes for me to move forward. Our enemies will soon be discovered. When they are, will you lead us into battle?
And that is why.
You are saying you met with Dimitri. You mean you have forgotten? It was during your days at the Officers' Academy.
You haven't changed a bit.
There was a time when I never would have even considered working with Edelgard, but after hearing from her what that man has been doing, I don't know what choice I really have. He ripped the spine right out of Acheron. He murdered Ash in cold blood.
I think.
This just isn't something we can countenance any longer.
I'm getting better at
I
this.
avoided that man to the extent I could in the academy. He had quite the reputation, you see. But there was always a feeling I got from him, like he had wronged me in the past somehow. I suppose that feeling was justified. Now, Edelgard has agreed that she would leave the kingdom alone if we joined the fight against him.
Technique never betrays.
I feel this must be for the best. Anyway, we have not been able to find Dedu in years, ever since that silly dance competition at the academy. After Raphael won, he just ran off. The last thing he said to me was, I could have done so much better.
I must always.
I don't know what he meant by that.
Now to keep polishing my skills.
Oh hey, it's been a while!
Try to put this
Was
to use.
someone in my recording
Feeling pretty
studio?
good about
Anyway,
this.
it's
This'll
good
come
to be
in
back.
handy.
I hope you all are ready for some interesting stuff, because this squad sucks, but they may yet
Well,
have
I'm glad
a
I
future.
passed.
Not a great future, but a future. We got horses. We figured out how to ride on
I have
horseback.
success.
Yes, many civilizations did that thousands of years ago, but we just figured it out. Catherine found her normal outfit,
I don't even have a horse. Time to celebrate.
and no, she doesn't even have a horse, but she is a mortal savant. You might have noticed that she skipped some things, but anyway, we've got a field trip to go on. Mortal Savant, she skipped right to that endgame class
Bad, the enemies are
from
here.
an intermediate
In
class.
strength, the enemies may be winning.
She really
but I am
desperately
having
needed the
an
magic
idea.
upgrade.
I have been
I know it
hearing that my
uses
friends are
sword,
being imprisoned in the Western Stronghold.
but Catherine was just
We
so
will be taking
bad
the stronghold
without the
and
upgrade
releasing
that I
our
was willing
allies.
to let her get
Do
into
not
that
let
magic
loose your
class because it was
What?
contributing at the
it's flowing
time,
with
and there
enemies.
was no way she
We're
was going to
rushing
get in
east.
to the
Wait for him
advanced
over there.
class with just the magic. So I let that one slide. And now we have her as a mortal savant. She is allowed to use it within the
Guide me
rules. She would have to be either that or a Gremory. But now we have to get into this. Sedith, who is carrying the squad, he, is going to get back
Seems my
problems from it
proficiency
eventually.
has improved.
But he's going to
What's
stay
my
proficient
strategy?
with the bow. Syleth out here carrying around Acheron's spine so that he can shoot from a distance. You can see it's strapped to his back. He thinks, if I have
Onward.
2 spines back there, that'll give me the courage to go into battle. Flame has a bolt axe as her ranged option,
I will provide.
and that 60% went her way. Petra is now on a horse
My heart
and
burns with
carries
pride.
the power over the weather here in Brigid, and is going
For
to use
Brigid,
that to her
I
full
find strength
advantage.
to
We
carry
see
on.
Linhart as her cavalry flying around in the background with Thunderbrand. Going to do some repositioning, and I figured out how stealth works, so we're going to move Shamir forward with impunity as long as we have someone like Flame that is also in range of all the enemies. We're going to get a little cavalier here with Sylith so that we can fire off a miasma, get that poison strike, and weaken it. We are going to try and keep the squad together. I did try this mission a couple times where I would go in both directions at once, and we have enough fragile, little useless people here that there was just no way that was going to work. We have Bernie as another tank alongside Flame, but, you know, she hasn't been leveling up since she left the A-team, and it's just a problem. We forgot about Vantage there for Hanneman, so he's going to take some damage, but he does get the kill and can move out of range of something that will probably kill him. Manuela manages to land that 81 and get rid of the most immediate danger to everyone that's over here.
Guide me well.
So we have some problems coming our way. Sedith is going to man that ballista and just be a siege unit for a little while. Move up Shamir again. And it looks like we have Sylith ready to tank some magic damage. So let's see how that goes. Oh, it actually goes for Catherine. The one really good thing about Catherine is she's really fast. So if there's something that would typically double somebody and kill them regardless of their defense, she can tank the hit, so to speak,
never back down.
in that she won't get doubled most of the time. Now, Shamir actually is capable of getting some offense done when it's
Feels
just a
good to fight
nerd
for a
in
cause.
a robe that she can punch through. Sedith going to continue the siege. Let's see if we can wake up some units, get them to move into a worse position. We'll get a hit on that guy. Sedith, unfortunately, doesn't have anything like Poison Strike because we did put him through Dark Mage, but that is okay. He gets enough done regardless. We don't need to tell Sedith how to do his job. Flame lands another 60% chance there, and we have to figure out how we're going to finish things off. Alois is our designated healer. We'll have him use a recover on Catherine so she's not in too much trouble. Hanneman can do another smash here, and this soldier didn't have Vantage, so he's fine. We'll get aggressive here and move Hanneman forward because we know we have Anna and Manuela left. Now, our squad is getting a lot more mobile.
Everyone's
We
equal
have
in
some
battle.
power in Manuela and Anna that can move around, but the problem is these mobile spellcasters have very few spell slots, so Silent is still our main caster. As you can see, we have Catherine, who's in a half-casting class. We have Petra's not on an A-team, but we have Anna and Manuela. They're in the mobile classes, so they don't have the full amount of spell slots. And then we have Cyril and Alois, who are just not getting anything done. We don't even have Cyril deployed right now because we had to deploy Petra and Bernie on this mission. So Cyril's just hanging out as an adjutant, hopefully getting some experience.
Still here.
But Alois and Cyril are both struggling to get to the intermediate classes that they need, rather the advanced classes that they need to get the base magic of 17 so that they could start contributing in some non-trivial way.
Let's try something.
Alois is relegated to being a healer right now, It would be nice if he had extra healing spell slots, but if we're using more than 15 healing spells, something is going pretty wrong anyway. Here we see Catherine still is unable, despite getting upgraded to Mortal Savant, to one round an armored unit, and Seteth misses, so he's going to give up on the siege business. And we'll do some repositioning. Anna's going to finish the job that Catherine started.
Who's next?
And not gain a level, but get tantalizingly close. Manuela! Alright, we'll use a couple of our Thunders to take this down.
Taking life
Manuela
doesn't
very
faze
potent,
me.
but you could see how few Thunders and Volganones she actually has access to.
I've still got hidden talents.
She will never use that strength stat. I will let you know that right now. Let's move forward. The next impending threat is that
Reinforcements
Pegasus
are ready.
Knight.
Let us attack with each other.
What were we doing before? And what are we doing now? What are we doing ever? Syleth can use the spine to attack without getting in range of a counter, so we'll have someone else go through and finish that off. Flane is going to get the Pegasus Knight to come out and play, so we'll put the conventional axe on her. How are we going to finish off that sniper? We can use Manuela, so she'll have to tank this hit or dodge it. Good dodge from the horse. It's the one that should get the
Everyone's
credit.
equal in battle.
And then we can move her back, because we're on horses now. We'll move Anna into a strategic position to intercept Hubert. Or just to hang out and plans to open a shop up there. So some of their on-foot units moving forward very slowly, which is awkward for us because we were setting up against the Pegasus Knight. So we'll have to plan how to deal with that. Some of the Brigid units coming in and actually being a little useful. Seteth can easily just dispatch this even without the crit. And just stand right there. Flame can move on forward. Looks like she has pretty good shots on either of these. She's landing some pretty sketchy hits. So we're getting pretty lucky there. We have Marianne, whose paralogue is coming up at some point to guard Flame. It's pretty important that we have some of those defensive adjutants around because we're slow. Getting doubled is a big issue. Getting taken out in one round is a big issue. Good level there for Catherine. She is now at 20 magic. 3 above the minimum for her class. So,
It won't be in vain.
big deal there. Kill for Syleth, and now we have this mage who is potentially going to cause problems. Don't you dare try to use Silence, Manuela. That is a faith spell. You are not allowed to use those. And Petra, let's see. Well, if you land a crit, that'll work. We'll take it down to 15. And what do we have left? Oh, Hanneman has quite a bit of movement. He can just swoop in, take it out, easy peasy.
I'll dirty my hands if I must.
That would be a lot of blood splatter if it got from your axe to your hands. Anna's going to fully stay in that corner. Brigid units are going to move up. And we have to prepare for Hubert to come on in. And then we also have to think about where exactly the invisible threshold is that'll summon the big reinforcements that come out from the bottom right and the bottom left. So the mounted unit coming for Flame, we get a slightly unfavorable exchange because we're not putting out a whole lot of damage. Brigid units are still just slow. Anna has given up her ambitions to take over the top right corner of the map market, and is instead going to get to level 32, which,
I know the
you
deal
know,
when I
debatable
see it.
decision given the stats that she got. So now we are going to bail her out of her own bad decisions to get in the range of that other unit that was going to come forward and dispatch her. Miasma is going to take care of this mounted unit and get Syleth to level 35.
Not my best.
No, I don't think this is the best version of a Byleth by any stretch of the imagination. And we'll do some repositioning, do some healing, and we'll see how this position works out. We haven't even summoned Hubert yet, so we will want to clear out as many of these things as we can before a lot of those reinforcements start spawning, before we have to start worrying about blocking the path to the victory zone. Oh, it looks like they're spawning now. And we've got Hubert.
Well, well, well. This little diplomatic errand to Bridget just got interesting. It seems we have some special guests. Capture the road ahead before they reach it.
If they are blocking the road, I will not have the ability to be seeing my grandfather.
We definitely
We must be
couldn't
moving
just
quickly.
go around them or fight them on the next section of the territory. They're not like capturing or killing him. They're just standing in our way. I don't really get how that's different if they're there or somewhere else. But Fire Emblem logic
An ambitious plan.
dictates this. We're going to use Syleth's incredible plan, which actually
Another
works
victory.
because we didn't call it a plan. And that stuns Hubert. And we're going to have Hanneman take care of this.
Bridget is a vassal of the Empire. You will not turn them against us.
Well, no, Hanneman won't personally. He's a little too busy. But remember the last time you went up against an axe user,
What I
Hubert?
can do here? Troops, remember your orders. I must withdraw.
So, Hubert has a little PTSD from getting attacked by an iron axe, so he's gonna run. Terrible level there for Hanneman. He's not even going to address it. So let's keep him right there so he can't get sniped out of the air. Alois. Alright, you can get a kill with the spell, buddy. Good job.
I've made my peace.
Gets him to level 32.
More!
And that's okay. More speed on Alois is nice. He is kind of bulky, so he gets more defense. So we'll take that, I guess. And Catherine can also go in for the kill. Good dodge there, and she
Fighting
lands
is
the
what I
first
do.
fire. Now we've got Shamir, who also has spells. She has a really high crit rate as a trickster.
Thinning their
And the
numbers.
Blizzard lands the crit, gets her
Technique
some
never
authority.
betrays.
A striking display.
And Flame just likes watching winter weather. Do some repositioning. We have to get ready for some serious bad news. We have a bunch of the flying units that can come up from the bottom. We have a bunch of these guys that can potentially just try to end the mission, which I don't think we were planning very well for. And it looks like the flying units are also going to take that tack, just wrapping around to the top left. So let's see. Do we have a way to stop this? Let's see. If we get in range so that they can attack us instead of just ending the mission, I think they'll attack us instead. So let's test that theory and see if we have to rewind a whole bunch. Linhardt gets to level 30,
Battle does have its benefits.
and that's a pretty okay level. Speeding up Linhardt. So if we have some casualties, we'll have the possibility of slotting in some replacements from the Slack Eagles. Hanneman
Ignorance
going
is
to
deadly.
claim another kill, and now
Perhaps
he's
I'll
talking
expand
again.
the scope of my research.
He's going to expand the scope of his research to, like, splitting people's head open with an axe. Which, weird research, bro. Okay, still flying into awkward positions for us, going through the forest, attacking the Brigid units, which is helpful because that means we don't instantly lose. Okay, just going straight to the left. I assume that's the fastest path to get to the victory square. It's just to go left and then go up because there's a road through the forest. Rigid units trying to contribute and failing pretty miserably. Oh, this Abraxas is going to get some things done, but leaves that unit with 1 HP. So, we do have to make some progress,
Lament your weakness.
And Seteth can do that
Perfection.
in large measure, but unfortunately that only killed something that was trying to come up from the back and cause trouble for our back line. Over here, we have to try and make enough progress to block them from ending the mission instantly. Sylith is going to get down and dirty and actually take some damage. That was a mistake. That is not what I intended to do. So unfortunately, that is a waste of a Divine Pulse. We had to use a few on unremarkable things earlier. Just miss quickie kind of things. Not exciting enough to show. But that short axe thing was dumb enough that I needed to let the world know that it happened. Now, oh, come on! I didn't say that was a plan. I didn't say it was brilliant. I didn't say it would, like, work. Shamir can get in here and land that crit. I think that will prevent the mission from instantly ending.
More effective.
But I don't know if Shamir will be able to live in this position. Stealth doesn't work if there isn't an alternative target.
Isn't good enough.
No, it certainly isn't, Cyril. Okay, so now we have to try and think of what we can do to minimize the odds that the mission just ends. We can get rid of this guy
For myself, for everyone.
with Petra in overly dramatic fashion. I guess she has all the drama because this is her homeland. She wants to talk to her grandpa. Hanneman is in a dangerous position. We'll pull him back. The Rigid guy is not doing great either. Can't get in range with Manuela, but we can trade out for Acheron's Spine, and that'll give us the capability to hit something. We can finish off this thing.
One of us had to die.
I don't think that that is technically accurate, but it's worth the 10 damage to us to take it out. Ooh, Alois has to go one-on-one with this guy, and he gets the clutch dodges from the forest tile. Rigid guy down. His control over the wind just wasn't strong enough. This guy coming for Bernie. Bernie not doing great as the front line. But we are okay because we didn't get swarmed, surrounded, overwhelmed. They didn't decide to just end the mission. So we're fine. Everything's good. We have quite a bit of range here on Seteth. We're going to hope that we can take out this thing, and of course we don't. We lose the coin flip on the crit. So we're going to need some things to go our way. 10% crit? 10% crit, okay. Okay then. That simplifies
Nice work.
some things. And yes, thank you for that overwhelming display of emotion, Shamir. Manuela, can you land this?
Whatever
Yes.
helps me survive.
All right. So now we just have
Caution is prudent.
a little clump that we got to deal with, and then this guy with the sword right here that maybe we don't want Manuela in melee with. All right, we'll take the spine back, and then Oh, we're running out of some spell slots on Silith. Well, miasma this guy. Or this guy. Which guy? This identical guy. Oh, it's not identical. One of them's the captain. Now we have Silith in range to provide support for a big battleground cleanup from Shamir. And cleaning things up is precisely what we need. Go for it, Zero. Zero lands it, takes out the thing in the middle, so that Shamir is under less threat.
Crush them all.
Shamir is still going to be attacked by something that's coming up for her. But in the forest, and with her naturally high avoidance from being a trickster, hopefully things will work out. We gotta land this Bolganon, Alois. Great job, buddy.
I must stay the course.
He's been learning a lot despite being bad at magic, knowing he's bad at magic, knowing is half the battle. And now we really need Anna to land this. We needed it, so we didn't get it. We are in some trouble. Alright, we are running low on Divine Pulses, because a lot of attempts to clean the battlefield up did not work.
An ambitious plan.
We're going to try this again. So we must have backed up far enough to try the 80% again, and this time it works. We do drag the dude into the forest, which is not ideal.
I'll crush them all.
But it also means he can't just pick whoever he wants to get rid of and get rid of them. We still land a hit with Catherine.
Ready and able.
And now Alois. Let's get this done, buddy.
I have made my peace.
And then we can move forward with Blaine and Hanneman. And the Bolt Axe gives us enough range to help out the Bridget guy that has been slowing their progress the slightest bit. Bernie, you gotta be careful because, you know, you've been tankier than you are right now. She's going to take a swig of that concoction that Ferdinand prepared for her at his bar. Don't know what kind of cocktail she likes exactly. If you know, let me know in the comments. Set it! Getting a little messed up here, but he is also pretty tanky, so he stays up. Bridget guy going down. Unfortunate. We still have the mage around, but it's just going to stay motionless. Set it! What can you do for us? You got a big blaze. Alright, let's do our specialty, the forest fire. 100%. So it lands. And the only thing that doesn't get hit is that assassin right there. Let's get out of range of that. Oh, and we still have this dude that we dragged into the forest. What can you do for us, Flane? 44%? Sure, just land them all, Flane. Make it look easy. Okay. Alois. Still gotta use those Bolganones to get anything done. But you do get it done. And now, Catherine, you can fire right into that forest, right? Add on to the forest fire, yes! This is not good advice for those that live in dry climates. Okay, Silith, you carry a bow around, right?
Allow me to demonstrate!
Okay! 38% is a really good thing to land, and Silith even gets some HP out of it. Manuela has to dip into her Bolganones and lands the 66. So things are going well for us so far. And now all of the stunned guys are the ones that are left. Anna has a meteor that she has been saving in her pocket. Let's see if she can land the kill and get some big splash. Yes! Don't apologize for that kind of astronomical event, Anna. Okay, so one splash missed, the other didn't. We'll have Hanneman come in and do a melee bolt axe strike. That gets him to level 32. Terrible.
This wouldn't have happened in my youth.
Ugh. What was Hanneman's youth like? That his stats are this.
Be careful.
Okay. Bernie, now that they're stunned, she can pretty safely move in. Go for the smash. Lands it. And now she's just going to make fun of him for a little bit.
Let's clean up.
Shamir has spells and a Levin sword. Let's see which option is better. You can just take this guy out with the wind. The wind from
Feels good to fight for a
Dagda
cause.
is remarkably weaker here in Bridget
will
than
prevail.
just the Bridget winds. But Petra has like the home field advantage for exercising her magic, so we'll let
I
Shamir
fight
slide
in
here.
justice's name.
Petra gets up to level 33.
Hard work is a friend to
Right
count on.
side stats not so good on Petra. Okay, looks like we're in pretty good shape. We can't just move Petra onto that square to win anymore. We have to actually go down here, trigger the hidden reinforcements, take everything out. So we're going to do our best to do that. We will inch on forward, get in a bolt action strike with Hanneman, and then move it back. Yep, just right there. And we can similarly go in with Anna, fire away,
See ya!
and then pull her back. And now we have Bernie in the forest. So that's a decent defensive tank, especially with Sedith roiding up her defense. That Bridget white mage still just standing there motionless, amazed at what he is witnessing, with Bernadetta, the Fortress Knight, dodging 2 shots from that sniper. We got some physic on Shamir. It is just
I'm
a
grateful.
huge game changer to have someone with physic in the army. But it is only one unit. It is Shamir, who is in a half-caster class, so she doesn't have very many of them. We have to use them sparingly. Alois, though, carrying around a lot of heals, so we're going to get the incidental experience from curing that individual hit point on Flane. Sylith, come on in here and blast this guy away.
I must lead them well.
Alright, we got him. And now one guy left on the map.
Not so fast!
We get a miss, so we're going to have to pull back. Anna, you can get things started. Hanneman failed to. Take him down to 29 and pull back. We'll do some moving forward. And oh, there's another guy back there. Alright, Sedith, we need you to bail us out by taking an incredibly inaccurate shot. I don't know how that was supposed to bail us out. Well, if it hit, it would have been nice, I guess. Catherine is going to take up the heal tile. Just use a fire, take it down to 1. And is there another guy back there? Am I hallucinating? I might be. One little Volganone will take things
One of us
down.
had to die.
And that gets Manuela to level 32. She is talking about using Destiny Bond.
Strength
That's not a
and
move.
beauty.
No.
What a pair.
Oh, yeah, she got both of those. Strength and Charm. Alright, yeah, there is a guy back here. I am not hallucinating, at least not in that respect. Thunder comes down, which that's actually lightning,
getting better
but
at
we don't
this.
talk about that. We'll pull on back and then move the rest of the squad forward to surround this guy. And now we finally trigger this. This is a problem.
What's this? You there! Identify yourselves!
They're here! I'm not the one you want! I'm innocent!
Bernie just willing to sell out anyone on a moment's notice. Interesting approach. Silas can make short work of these guys because he has spell slots.
It won't be in vain.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, buddy. Alright, so Shamir has incredibly weak magic. She is very reliant on that high crit rate, and there we go, it pays off. So we're going to freeze the armor. You know, the metal is a heat conductor. It's also a conductor of lack of heat, I suppose. Here is a pathetically weak gambit coming in from Hanneman. But with a little help from his friends, it'll actually land. So he can't just prey on the weakest member of our herd. Bolt Axe Strike from Flame is very strong, but not enough to take it out in one shot. And it'll attack Syleth and get killed from the counterattack, which is why we needed to soften it up with Flame.
I'll use this power for the greater good.
What power exactly? Landing your one gambit? Okay then. Still down to just this one guy. We do not redeem throwing the short axe. So let's see, who could get some incidental experience here? Alois can by healing on the Syleth.
I'm grateful.
For 13. So, you know, we have healing spell slots on Alois.
I'm grateful.
They're just not great. Do a little bit of healing with Shamir as well. Oh, Petra has healing spells, so we can get some XP. And then we do actually have to fight this guy at some point. We'll move up Catherine, and she can just take it out. Boom.
All for Lady Rhea.
It is done.
Thank you, Petra, for letting us know. Manuela gets MVP for Manuela very person. It's a paralogue day.
Here you are. There is something we need to discuss. I found this letter in Rhea's quarters. I believe it is intended for you. Your name appears at the top.
I left a treasure at the Holy Tomb. However, note that I set a bit of a trap so that you aren't harmed when you retrieve it. Rhea.
Very weird little interactions that Syleth has.
These are the guardians
Weird
of the Holy Tomb.
intentions that
They will
Rhea
attack
has.
any intruders. We had better take care.
And so, we are going to have a
Rather
couple
excessive
of
merely
new
to
people
deter
helping
thieves,
us out
isn't
here.
it? We should target those commanding
will
phantoms.
probably see that we have Raphael coming up here. We haven't seen him in a little bit. Well, and the world was not ready for Ferdinand to be involved, so we get a little graphical glitch. And Ferdinand is going to be playing a very special role today, because you might know that there are mages with bolting on this map. And do you know what is a good counter to bolting? It is to run them out of spell slots. Yes, they indeed have the PowerPoint problem
Another gain from
that
mortal
we
wound.
suffer from on our casters. And if we can just dodge enough boltings,
I'm really gaining
then
confidence.
it won't be as big a problem anymore, and we can move forward. So
There's no
Ferdinand
stopping me.
is theoretically our dodge tank. You can see how well that plan is going from the 96 and 100% chances to just take him out from
One of
these
us
guys.
had to die.
So we're going to have to figure out a way to make these guys
my
go
strategy?
away. Syleth is going to contribute a little, so he can double there and have the poison strike go down. That should be enough for Shamir to take this guy out. It only has 10 HP. Shamir can get right in and punch his lights out. There we go. Get back in the locker,
Sending their
nerd.
numbers.
Very close to the
Guide
next
me well.
level there for Shamir. Now, we can dedicate most of our squad to going up the left here. There aren't bolting mages on this side, and there is going to be a guy that is
Destiny
very dead.
unfurls.
I knew you'd do it.
My turn?
Anna has a lot of confidence in Seth. He has earned that confidence. He is the leader that we needed, but perhaps not the one we deserved. Hanneman getting doubled there
Leave it to
is
me.
not ideal. And if Raphael dances there, he'll get heckled. So we gotta be a little careful here. We'll equip a sword, and we will dance up Hanneman so that he can get a little bit of revenge on the guy who has wronged him. And, alright, Hanneman, now's your chance. Let's attack from right here. Got a helm split it. That is still 100% chance to get things done. Go straight through that hood with your axe. And now he can get to safety right there. Raphael, notably not in safety. Look at how dead he is. So we will use Anna to drag him backward once. And have her go right there. And now Alois can drag Raphael back to safety. Good. Everything's great. No problems.
Onward.
We'll have Flame push Cyril this way so that we can get a recover off on Ferdie.
Back to the fray.
Not quite enough to get him to 100% health, which he needs for his personal skill to raise his dodge another 15. But hopefully this is enough for him to live. 2 dodges, 3, and 4. We won 4 coin flips in a row. Ferdie is just that good.
These phantoms are strengthening the golems. We must defeat the phantoms first.
Now, here's the thought, Sedith. What if we never fought the golems at all? Have you ever thought about that? We will get a poison strike off on this brawler. And I think we're going to just heal with Cyril. And now, Ferdie can start doing his assigned mission, which is dodging some boltings. 2 punches, takes that brawler out, teaches him a lesson about getting in fights. Repositioning going down over here on the left. We want Flame to be up there and to be next to Sedith. That is our ideal setup, and we don't want anyone else to get attacked by anything. For they would die, you see. Brawler coming at Sedith. He has some experience from Hunting by Daybreak in just kind of tanking that. 69 to the next level. Nice. There is 1 bolting dodge from Ferdinand. Just a few more to go before that is no longer an issue. Notably, we also have Bow Knights on this mission, who are very, very annoying when they can get to you without going upstairs. Horses can't go upstairs. Good thing to remember. So, Shamir can be a fellow traveler here with Ferdinand because of that stealth skill. So we'll just go for the dodge tank. And as long as that holds up, she is okay. We'll get an attack in with Manuela. We can still move up pretty safely with Flame. If she lands this, then I think we have to reposition to summon the next wave. Flame gets to level 32, and it's an absolutely rancid, wretched one. Awesome. Now we can dance her up so that we can get the next wave of units to come in. And Raphael will slowly gain some levels, but honestly, levels on the Dancer are not all that relevant because their skill works regardless. Okay, this guy breaking through the flame armor. We'll get a little bit of reduction on that from Bernie, but wow. Alright, 0% chance to hit Ferdie. That's what we love to see. And you'll see we have Marianne there with Ferdinand, so that if getting doubled goes wrong, he literally cannot die on the second hit. So Ferdinand going to continue moving on up, taking some chances here. They do have like 1 in 5 chances of just ending him. The Shamir is pretty safe as long as Ferdinand is around, so she can just fire off whatever thing she feels like. Going for the Levin sword, and it doesn't even hit. Who cares? Catherine's still quite fast. 0% chance to crit with those 23 damage things, unfortunately. You know how important that is in these runs if you've been around for a while.
Everyone's equal.
Manuela takes out one of the axe guys. And now we have to take out the other with Anna.
Who's next?
We don't want to rely too much on Anna because she literally does not have the capacity to cast that many spells. Alright, we can keep on moving with Flame. And, well, we're getting into a little bottleneck problem. We can take Sylith back over here, and that should help increase our DPS and try to get through things a little faster.
I will not hold back.
Crit there from Ferdinand speeds up the process a little bit, but unfortunately, Ferdinand is here to be a dodge tank, not the kind of tank that actually fires at things. This Bow Knight getting significantly more done now that he can actually hit us. And that sniper can still break through the armor. I mean, the main utility of it is just that. But dealing any damage to Flame is pretty impressive with somebody that's not an axe user. Next bolting goes down and fails to kill Ferdie. Just a couple more. Okay, so over here on the right, Shamir can double this guy with the wind and not kill him. But that gets her to level 34.
Strength is all for a mercenary.
Then good, you didn't get any. You're not a mercenary anymore. You're beyond that life, I suppose. Ferdinand can actually get a kill here. One and two. We're going to keep those killer knuckles on so that he can try to get a crit when he gets attacked in melee. Manuela can come on over here. We want to get rid of the sniper and the Bow Knight, ideally, because they can cause some pretty significant trouble. Sylith can come on in here and just make short work of the sniper.
This could turn
and
the
that
tide.
will free up melee attacks on the Bow
I
Knight.
fully grasp.
He gets
this time.
Life Taker, which not all that helpful given that most strength-based attackers will just kill him.
You shall not survive.
You defeat me?
Well, because he had 69 experience points to go, he gets a huge critical hit and a huge level that gives him everything he could ever want except strength.
Perfection.
So, Manuela, very, very impressed with that.
Lovely.
Big recover there from Alois. Now we can start tickling these guys with Bolt Axe. Ooh, can't quite pull back enough, so we're going to dance up Animan to get him to safety.
Appreciate it.
Now with Raphael out of the way, he should be able to just fly back here. There we go. Oh, Raphael didn't even need to be out of the way. Attack coming in on Ferdinand and not connecting. So we have not gotten a dreaded 1 in 5 to land yet. That one does. This could be bad. That could be really bad because that takes away his personal skill. Ooh. They got a 27 and a 36 to land. We're going to have to reset the RNG. Does anything else disastrous happen on this turn that we need to plan for? That looks like a no. So we just have to rewind enough so that we get some different dice rolls. So let's see if just not attacking with Hanneman is enough the second time. Dodge, dodge. So he still has to tank these 2 hits. There's one, there's... Oh, that still hits. But... Oh, this is a crit now? Okay.
This is...
So, we're going to have to back things up a little more. Get to see a Pimpolvator. We haven't seen a lot of that since Season 2, which was Ingrid's specialty. Okay. So we're going to have to do things a little differently. I think if we just don't have Hanneman attack the first time either, maybe that'll be enough. Here we go. 1, 2. And what do we got here? 1 and 2. All right, we're good now. Another bolting comes down, and that is a dodge. All right, good. We figured out what we needed to do. Bolvator lands on Silent, and he gets his revenge. Okay, now we got a bunch of mages, but Catherine has the ultimate counter in a mage duel, which is just to pick up a bow. A smash from Hanneman will get to this guy.
You left me no alternative.
I'm pretty sure there were plenty of alternatives to taking this whole course of action.
There's no stopping
but,
me.
you know, if you want to portray it that way, that is very rhetorically helpful
Taking life
to
doesn't
justify
faze
your
me.
position. Manuela says that she just doesn't feel anything when she kills anymore, which
What's
that's
my
always a
strategy?
good sign, right? Thunder, Miasma, let's double it up, double the fun. So Silent actually doing pretty well in the mage duel. Alois is going to not quite heal him up. Flame can move on in, and let's not kick anyone backwards.
Guide me well.
Sedith can come up here, finish things off. Sedith actually very weak to magic. We haven't had anyone that actually has had a defensive weakness before in a tanky role, but Sedith has one. He is weak to magic. All of our tanks throughout every season of this series have had a really good magic defense. Sedith doesn't.
Ready for anything.
So now, Ferdinand is going to get even more courageous. He's going to punch out this Bow Knight. We need to move Shamir up so that everything that can attack her can also attack Ferdinand, so they won't attack her. Levin Sword goes down, and that's slight tickle. All right, everyone else on the left. Final bolting out of this mage, so that is no longer an issue. Couple of bow hits going to go down on Flame. That is not great. She doesn't have a ton of HP. Flame now down to 14. But the Bow Knights don't have Poison Strike, which is an interesting little tidbit of knowledge. No chance to hit Ferdinand. Okay, slowly but surely, we are whittling down these axe users. All right, one and ooh. Okay, Ferdie gets hit, but it's okay, because no one else can attack him this round. Alright. So, Ferdinand and Shamir are actually okay, soloing while duoing the lane on the right. But even though we have everyone else on the squad over here, we are still struggling.
Thanks.
Big recover there from Cyril. Now we have to figure out how we're going to get ourselves out of this. Lots of numbers. Okay. I think we're going to retreat is how we're going to try and get ourselves out of this. Alright, run! Dance up Silith, get to level 21, whatever.
Am I getting closer?
That's actually pretty good, Raphael. Alright, good level 21. We'll move Silith here. We'll have Ferdinand take a swig out of his special flask. And he's still not even at full HP, but he manages to get a dodge there from some more bolting. Oh. Raphael goes down. He wasn't quite far back enough. Good dodge there from Sedith. Interesting cartwheel maneuver. So without his full HP, Ferdinand's pretty vulnerable, but Marianne here to stop it from being a catastrophe. And there we go! Marianne can prevent the damage entirely if the follow-up would kill. Crit again, really. But again, can't kill him.
I think I really get it now.
Yes, Marianne understands the role of defensive adjutant. We're going to have to roll all this back anyway because Raphael died, but very interesting stuff to see. Alright, so we have to be careful how we're positioning everybody. We need Raphael to go to the back corner. We saw that level already. Going to look at some more numbers, which is the most exciting thing for everyone, myself included, to look at. Do some healing over there, and just hope. Hope, pray, think, eat, love. We'll do all the things that might be relevant. Good shot here from Sedith, but doesn't quite take it out. He is not doing so great on the HP count, but does still have that cartwheel maneuver in his toolbox. Ferdie has to rely on Marianne again. He has 1 hit point, which is all he needs. Let's see if he can keep it. 36 doesn't hit. This one hits, but can't kill. Alright, just gotta dodge one more, Ferdie. There he goes, and we still get the same dramatic can't kill.
I think I really get it now.
And yes, the second time around, Marianne still understands it. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine, don't worry about it. Alois going to pull out this
I have made my
fancy
peace.
thing he found and get to level 33.
That's an embarrassment.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Aye,
Oh, man. Gotta love that about using the church units, is they don't have a minimum for what they can get from a level. Anna here is going to accomplish nothing. You should be ashamed of yourself. I certainly am. Hanneman. Can you make something happen with this killer axe? No? Awesome.
Only a wound.
It's a little more than
Crush them
that,
all.
given that you're still in range of a bunch of stuff that can absolutely kill you. Let's fire away with Catherine's bow.
I'll never back down.
We'll see about that, Catherine.
Thank you.
Heal up Anna with Cyril.
There's no stopping me.
Alright, Manuela. I'm going to take kind of a risk here and move you forward. Now, this could go very, very wrong. going to take off Acheron's spine to march on forward, but then we can just swap the spine back in. So we're actually all good. And now we can do this, and that will get that mage in the back in range. So that lands.
It won't be in vain.
That stuns everything.
I have faith.
The golem is worrying me, but Set It can take a pretty safe shot here, and the Crest of Keyhole makes sure it's 100% safe. And then he can get danced up so that he can move forward, then kill, and then move back. Or just kill from here. Boom.
I won't allow it. Hopefully this proves useful.
It won't. Alright, Ferdinand has to go back to the flask and hope this healing is enough. We got more boltings to dodge, and unfortunately the failsafe is broken, so Shamir is pretty out of luck too. So here's a bunch of enemies moving around. That's very exciting. And Shamir... Oh! Well, she defends herself for now. But then this happens. Or does it? Yeah, it does.
Finally found...
Okay, things are a little better over here on the left, but we can't just lose right squad. Let's roll back the tape. And we gotta change something. Hey, wait a minute. We have healing focus. You don't need to be drinking, Ferdinand. Let's equip magic on Shamir just in case. And is this going to change things enough?
Leave it to me.
What can we do? We can still dance up Seteth.
Apologies.
Finish off that bow knife. And it is unfortunate that we're dealing 23 damage without getting the crit.
Hopefully,
but what can you do? You can't have everything you want in life. So this bolting goes down on Shamir, which is the key difference. And now we get a lot of enemy movement again. And this guy's gonna go for Ferdinand. Ferdinand is going to take him out.
I fight.
And that means the Bow Knight also gonna go for Ferdinand. 1 and 2 misses. So Shamir is in a bad spot. That stealth is going to be critical. We have to make sure that she stays shrouded in Ferdie's aura. So, healing up Ferdinand, I think, is the way to go for her. That gets him back to full, so he has the benefit of his personal skill. Doesn't get any crits on the Killer Knuckles, but it's okay as long as he keeps dodging.
I'll crush them all.
Will you, though? I implore you to think about whether that statement is actually true.
All for Lady Rhea.
Catherine's still carrying around this pointy stick. All those sheaths on the back
I'm stronger.
are just for show. And yes, she indeed is. That was an incredible level. That's what happens when you use a weapon that looks very silly for your class.
Let's go.
And Cyril going to get way too hyped up about casting Recover. And look at that. He technically made progress in name only. Authority incidentally, is something we've been struggling with on a lot of these units. Because we are running out of C rank stuff. Cyril's authority stat is just really low. Seteth's just going to make mincemeat of that guy, incidentally.
Invigorating.
But, yeah, the battalion allocation has been a real struggle that you probably wouldn't see because it's a little behind the scenes.
Thank you.
Flame can move up now. And people haven't been getting to B authority very fast, so we've just quickly run out of C rank battalions. And that leaves kind of scraps. Because we have a lot of magic units too. So we just run out of good magic battalions. And we don't have people getting into rank B to free up anything. So it just kind of sucks. More golems just kind of derping around. One dodge and not two, so this could be a problem. But it's okay because nothing else coming in at Ferdinand, Ferdie, and Shamir just have to team up to take out that Bow Knight, and then things will be great. Manuela can melt down this first general by conspicuously getting off of her horse.
I've still got hidden talents.
Which one of those was hidden?
That's one, but there are others.
Thanks,
We need
Seteth.
to handle all of these commanders.
Seteth reminding us that 1 and 3 are different numbers, which, honestly, given everything else going on with Syleth, could be something he needed to hear. Smash with the Killer Axe actually works out for Hanneman.
I'm getting the hang of it.
Don't let it go to your head.
And good advice there from Manuela. We have not seen success before, but she still remembers what it is. Now, Syleth is going to get the little mage duel started by getting a little double on Captain Abraxas back there. This is something we have to be a little careful of.
I won't fail you.
Because if Seteth gets attacked by a magic unit, it could go poorly. So we have to make sure that only one thing
Can't give up
can
yet.
attack him. So Catherine can come in here and, light this guy up. That'll take him
I'll
out.
never back down.
So that is one thing that can attack Seteth. Then Anna, can you bail Seteth out? Yes, you can.
Yeah!
There we go.
Thanks for the business.
And now Raphael can dance up Catherine
Good idea.
toward what end? Who knows? Maybe she could go up and fire a bow at that guy. Maybe she can get in close quarters and try to stab him.
I cannot lose.
Or maybe she can just move and do nothing. Do a little bit of moving
Not let
and
down my
healing.
guard.
And actually, you did let down your guard. That's what happens when you get hit. So let's heal you back up to full and get your guard back up. So now you can live by your words, Ferdinand. Looks like bolting is finally out of gas. But he has more arrows back there.
Just a hindrance.
And that blizzard would have doubled Seteth.
won't allow
So
it.
it's real lucky that we got the crit there on the killer bow. Seteth very slow with that
I can
killer bow.
feel it in my bones.
The speed? That's not good. Get into rehab, Seteth. We remember that we have spells. We haven't been using them because Ferdinand has his dodginess only with gauntlets. We'll have to use a Wrath Strike here with a Steel Sword
Thinning
from
their
Shamir.
numbers.
Take it out, and oh, look at that. Not in danger zone of anything. we are conspicuously not fighting the golems, because Seteth envisioned that we would do that, and he's not our real dad, so we don't have to listen to him. Again, Seteth very vulnerable to magic, and looks like Can Opener is still a good spell against him. Conventional attacks, however, not as effective, and piss him off a little bit.
You defeat me? Left.
Okay. We just have a few more layers of these guys before we can get to the back and take on the commanders. So let's position ourselves to just keep going along this left lane. We can full tax on this Brawler. Brawlers have a lot of HP. Alright, Cyril can contribute by using Recover on Seteth, taking it back up to 36, which is a lot more than the 1 he had. Sure, let's flip this coin, and we lose the coin flip. Whatever, we have more artillery where this came from. Move Raphael up so he can dance if he wants to. He can leave his friends behind. And now Flame can get into melee range and smash with the Bolt Axe and still miss. And that's a bunch of arcane crystals down for nothing, and the Rando Copter fails to connect in any meaningful way. Yeah, let's go with the Killer Bow. Why not? Seteth just absolutely dominating the battlefield today. Because incredible. All of this nonsense is happening because Rhea and Syleth are just absolute enigmas in what their intentions are. And he has had enough of it. Okay, we do not want to fight that golem, so everybody come here to the left. Everything we own in this box to the left. We will let Ferdinand and Shamir go get some incidental experience over there. Dance up Silence so he can get here. And now this guy is going to engage with Flame in an instance of bad AI decision-making. Oh, there's 3 more commanders that we need to deal with. 6% chance to hit Ferdinand does not go well for them, but at least is not actively hindering them like attacking Flame. Okay, now I think we're in position to try and end this mission right now. Okay, so we don't get the crit on this guy, but we still have Hanneman who can fly in from the back. If we take these out, we don't have to fight the golem. Because I guess these guys, collectively, are like holding the remote control that has the off button.
There is much to learn from battle.
Don't know what it is, but it's out there. Alright, Catherine, light him up. Takes him down to 17. We have a few more people that are in range. Ooh, the fancy thing that Alois is carrying around looks like it'll be very useful. So let's go ahead and use the Wrath Strike with it. Good job, Alois. And now the epic music is down. We changed the radio channel. So move on up here, Manuela, and restart it.
It's all instinct now.
So the music is everything in this game, as we know. And now Anna is going to call down the lightning. And does Zero have a chance to get a big kill here? Well, we'll come back to that question in a moment, because Ferdinand and Shamir have to get some incidental experience. Ooh, big crit there. Takes it down to 12. Does Shamir have a chance to kill something? Ooh, looks like she does. Big Sagittae in melee range, and she's going to make it as dramatic as she can.
Feels good to fight for a cause.
Finger guns have once
Boosted
again
morale.
claimed to life. And no, Cyril absolutely cannot finish this guy off. He's terrible. And Flame is going to get the kill instead and get Bernadetta to level 29.
Maybe this will help me keep steady.
It won't.
We have subdued the Holy Tomb's guardians. Let us get what Rhea left behind, so we can leave this place. Got it. Ah, this seems important.
Not that he's going to tell us what it is. That would just spoil the surprise. But he is the MVP.
This treasure we've uncovered. This is an ancient relic, blessed by the goddess and kept sacred by the church. It is both a priceless piece of history and a holy artifact of extraordinary power. Please treat it with the utmost care.
Oh, I do love that gag. Thanks everybody for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next installment. I am hopeful that I'll be able to finish the season by the end of the year. So thank you all for your support again, and I'll see you all next time.